Hello friends, long time no see. Welcome back to Suci Riya YouTube channel. Do you know, alt text and story script are a sample of narrative text. So, in this video, we'll learn narrative text. What is narrative text? Narrative text is a kind of text to recall the imaginative or factual story that past tense. The following are some genres of narrative text. First, fable. This story tells about animals, for example, the ant and the grasshopper. Second, myth. Namely stories or myths that have developed a lot on society, which are generally considered to be factual stories. For example, Nyi Roro Kidul. Third, legend. Namely folklore that tells the story of a place. For example, the story of Toba Lake. Next genre is folk tale. Stories told from generation to generation so that they become traditional of the people. For example, the stories of Malin Kundang. Next, fairy tales. Children's stories that contain elements of magic to the characters and have a moral message. For example, The Goose with the Golden Eggs. Next, love story. A love story whose contents try to struggle to get the love of the main character. For example, the story of Romeo and Juliet. Apart from this genre, there are also several other genres such as science fiction, horror, history, slice of life, personal experience. And then, what is the purpose of narrative text? There are some purpose or function. Number 1, to entertain the readers. Number 2, to amuse the readers. Number 3, to teach moral value. And number 4, to change social opinion. There are 3 generic structures of narrative text. First, orientation. Second, complication. And resolution. Let's discuss now. First, orientation. It set the scenes and introduce the participants, or it answers the question who, when, what, and where. Second, complication. Detail problems of the story and how the main characters solve them. This part includes situations, activities, or events that lead problem to the climax. It shows when the crisis arises. And third, resolution. The crisis is resolved for better or worse. It shows the end of the story, usually a happy ending. Apart from the 3 structures above, there are several structures that our opinion may or may not exist. First, evaluation. They're stepping back to evaluate the story or the moral message of the story. Second, coda. Sense of the characters of lesson or value of the story. And reorientation. The ending of the story. Let's see its implementation in the following example. The first and second paragraphs tell about the main character, daily activities, meeting with his wife, and their agreement. This part is called orientation. The next paragraphs discuss the life of the main character and his family. The problem arises when he called his son, indirectly breaking the agreement with his wife. The main character regrets and apologizes, but his wife could not forgive him. This section is a complication. And in the last paragraph tells the result of the main characters from miscustoms. There was a volcanic eruption, and right around it became a lake intensity. This is what is called the resolution section. Until here, friends, you can understand? To get understanding, let's discuss this exercise. Look at this narrative text for question number 1 and number 2. Question number 1 is, what happened when the great doctor cooked the rice? A. The rice pot exploded. B. The girl turned into a monkey. C. The grandmother was so angry. D. The forget flooded the kitchen. And E. The girl was so glad. And question number 2 is, what is the purpose of the text above? A. To describe character in a story. B. To tell what happened with the character in a story. C. To argue why story is important. D. To teach moral value with a story. And E. To research reader to read the story. Those are 2 questions for practice, you guys. And for answer, friends can be written in the column commenter. Okay, that's all my explanation about narrative text. Stay healthy and see you on the next video and the next day.